Hey there, YouTubers, it's the Level Designer, and I'm here with my next Blocktober video. If you're watching these in succession, basically I just got done recording one level design video, and I'm jumping into the other one, and the reason why I'm doing that is because yesterday I was sick, and I really wanted to make up for me being sick yesterday, and instead of me making kind of a half-assed video yesterday with me being sick, I really wanted to make, I didn't want to do that. So, and I wanted to get better. So I'm going to be making two videos tonight. And hopefully that will kind of reinvigorate kind of the month going forward. We only have less than a week left to go, so hopefully I'll feel better the rest of this month. But anyway, last episode I was working on this kitchen. We kind of got through half of the kitchen because I spent a lot of time kind of modeling all of these different appliances and counters. So yeah, we are kind of halfway there, I guess. There's still much we could. There's still so much left we could do as far as the kitchen goes. So I'm not entirely. I don't know. I'm not entirely ready to stop with the kitchen yet. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to kind of keep at it. So what we have right here is kind of a good start, but I really want to add in some more details to this. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to add in another block here. I'm going to go ahead and really size this down and oh, I don't even know where I'm going with this. And what this block's gonna end up kind of being, it's kind of what this is. I'm just gonna build a little kitchen rack. And with this rack, I can add in shelves. I can add in little hooks to have like different pots and pans on it. There's a lot of different stuff we can add to this, and it kind of adds to the theme that we have of this having just a different kind of thing on it. So I'm gonna just go ahead, and this might not be as huge as the whipping racks because again whippings are heavy and this probably is not gonna require that much. Again, I'm just gonna move it out just a bit, but I am going to go ahead and move this in like that. And again, I think this is going to fit with all the little areas. I might go even closer to the fridge there. I'm going to just extrude that out. I'm going to go down here and I'm just going to bloop. Plop that in. So we have the start of that. I'm going to go ahead and just make another square. I'm gonna have that go down there, and then I'm going to just stretch this all the way out. Just going there. You know what? Kind of a cool thing would probably be that I just kind of had an idea for. is adding another box. Just adding some like kind of support or something to this. So what my plan is I'm gonna go into poly edit. Just gonna rise this up. I'm just gonna have it come down there. I'm gonna hit extrude, have it come down to there. This I'm going to size down. This I'm gonna hit extrude as well. I'll make it a little, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'll just duplicate this and then I'll move that over here. Just mirror the, just mirror it a bit. I think I am going to select this and then move this maybe back a bit. Maybe back to there. Of course, that will change it over there, but I don't think that's too bad. So now what we can do is we can create some shelves. So I'm just gonna drop in another cube. And then I'm going to size this down just a tiny bit. And again, we could just kind of keep it like this and call it a day, but I don't know, I kind of want to have a little bit of a design to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and then I'm just going to go ahead and add in just kind of another thing there. And then I'm going to go in and insert an edge loop. Maybe right there. And right there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just select these right there, and then we do that, or what we could do is just extrude these. I like that. And then just create kind of just an interesting mark there. Of course, we can extrude these as well and create similar heights for everything and whatnot. We just hit accept for that, and then on here, what you do is just add in another box. Really size this down. Go into the poly edit. Select the top there. I'm gonna go ahead and just extrude to make a little corner piece. Select that. Extrude to make that piece. And go in here and add in an edge loop, a few edge loops there, and then select that, hit extrude, and we can kind of make like a little bracket or something that can hold this in place. Just hit accept, and then we can just duplicate it. And we can just take this whole shelf and we can just kind of lay it like that. Again, we can duplicate these and make there be, you know, several things. And a cool thing that we can add to these, again, is we have breakable glasses. So it might not be a bad idea to grab some of these bottles and just say, hey, we're gonna have some bottles that you can break. I'm all for more breakable bottles. I think those are fun, but that's just me. And again, we don't have to recreate, we don't have to create more of like a certain food item or anything. We could just use kind of the same assets that we have used in the past in order to just to kind of, you know, get the point across of like, oh, these are shelves, you know, there's things that are on these. And especially with these shelves, I mean, we might not even have to worry too much about all these falling because they'll be, this might be a bit big though. I think just for kind of the, I don't know, it's kind of odd. They do seem a bit big. Right? They seem really huge. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna size these down a bit. Yeah, I didn't really realize how big they kind of seemed, but maybe that's why all of those bottles are all, I don't know, maybe the I don't know, it's kind of odd actually thinking about that, but hopefully these bottles will kind of you know, stand still more so than the bottles at the club. So we have that. So another thing that I want to add is I'm going to add another block in here. I'm just going to size this down. What I plan on doing is I'm going to take my camera speed back down to 2 just so it's a little bit more easier for me to go and do this. But I'm going to go ahead and I want to insert another edge loop here. I'll have it kind of go down like that. Just hit done, and then with this, I'm just gonna have that come out. Actually, I'll select that, and then I'll just kind of bring that. to inset. Inset's kind of not quite there, so I'm gonna just extrude this in a bit. Just hit accept. And what this can be is kind of what I'm looking at in this image right now. My reference is it kind of has this kind of like condiment, like side thing going on. I don't know. Could be kind of interesting to play around with. And what I'll do is I'll add in another square, but on this, I'm just gonna make it kind of just fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just accept this right now, and then I'm just gonna move this on top of here. I'm gonna go back into poly edit. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna add in. I'm gonna add in a line here, and then this I am gonna back up a bit. Add a little thing to that. So I'm going to just hit accept. And what I'm just going to add to kind of complete the look, and this is going to be a little bit more placeholder than anything, just because this would probably look too kind of messy. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna try to make it fit a bit. So I'm gonna add in just what may look like some food or some snack or something. I don't know. Looks kind of fun. So now if we play this, let's save all. Hopefully, none of those. That was pretty impressive, if you ask me. Yeah, those bottles are really huge. Those are really huge bottles. I might size those down at some point in the future. I keep forgetting that there's like a dash action. But I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna just take a look and see what... Okay, so it seems like... But you can shoot them. But yeah, I'm liking this, I'm liking it so far. It looks pretty, looks a lot more complete. It looks a lot more full. And the thing is, you can still like shoot, and you can still shoot through it anyway, but of course we can really put in some stuff over here as well. So yeah, let's actually do that. So we have kind of this, whoa. So we have, you know, the kitchen area started. Let's create some more stuff in this general area. So let me go back and see if I can find, ooh. I'm just gonna go through and try to find some, just some stuff. So, again, I think what would be really nice here is if we had just kind of a general TV stand, you know, something that is pretty normal, and just have like a giant TV here. I feel like that would really tie the room together in a very general way. So instead of, you know, doing an inset or anything like that, what I could do, honestly, is just select this side, hit extrude, have a little thing coming out here, then hit extrude, there we go. And the same thing for this over here. Just extrude. It goes down. There you go. I'll just hit accept. Of course, we have to be mindful of this cord. So this cord kind of comes off the back of this wall. What I could do, though, is I could come in here and really edit this and have this come a lot closer to the wall, so I might actually just do that. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. And this way, hopefully what will happen is we'll be able to actually move this, yeah, I think that's going to look so much more better. And then we can actually now move this a lot more closer to the wall. But we can still add in kind of a little gap. So, I mean, what we're kind of doing is we're kind of just blocking this cord right here. Which, I mean, would make a lot of sense. I don't really think that there would be too much of a need to leave this wall exposed, especially if this was just like a kind of a normal hangout. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna kind of make this TV look a little bit more boxy than we're usually used to. So it's not gonna be like super flat. but it is gonna be it's gonna be kind of the same size, where it's gonna be just a giant television. We might even play around a bit with it, so maybe this right here, there will be an inset. And we'll change the thing to that, and then we can actually extrude this, move it up, and we can extrude it all the way out to here. And then maybe we could just have this all bevel. And do that. And then right here we can do another inset. Maybe it has a little bit of a bigger bevel. I'll just extrude inside. And we have a giant TV screen that is hooked up. And maybe we could even lift this up a bit and have it look a little bit more old school. So I actually like that a lot more better. It looks kind of like a retro version of like a really probably like a normal TV from like 10 years ago, especially a bigger one. And again, I'm not so sure if I want to add in like a table here, but what might be kind of interesting is creating a table anyway, and we could you know, move it around, see what works and what doesn't. So I think right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create and this is more of like gonna be a coffee table. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of block out where this thing, how big this thing might be. I don't think that's a bad size. It's kind of, I'd say it's pretty standard. I'm just gonna hit inset, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna select all of these sides now. I'm just gonna move them down just a bit to add just kind of a different curve to it. I'm just gonna hit that, and then one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal this. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna ungroup this. I'm just gonna duplicate that, and then I'm just gonna go and put that on this coffee table. Of course, I am going to go ahead and color the coffee table the same color as the rest of the furniture. So that, hold on, let me look and see, just to make sure no, I think I Did everything. I'm gonna go ahead and group these together again. So I'm just gonna go group. And this I'm just gonna go into. Whoa. Where's my materials? Oh, I think I have to go in the content. So I'm going to go into materials, and then I'm just going to color this red. And again, I will just group this together. And we have this. I don't even know if I really want to. I don't know. Though I do kind of like I do like kind of the table just being like flipped over. Especially if it was like in the way or whatnot. I think I am gonna rotate it though, if I can get out of this. I think I'm gonna rotate it, and then I think I'm gonna just lay it kind of against here. That way, I don't know, it looks a little bit more chaotic. The same thing can go for these, so I could really play around with just these couches being kind of just flipped over. Act as points of cover even. I mean, very likely that that's something that they could have, someone who wanted to capture this area could have done. Something like this. So yeah, I'm gonna build kind of a little barricade here, actually. It kind of makes sense that there would be one here, especially if, I just don't know. I mean, I feel like this would probably kind of fall, though. But, I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about, like, you know, what would, you know, build out kind of a room with a bunch of furniture and then take that furniture and like make barricades from it and stuff. And then like this is something that, you know, a player would have to jump over. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. And what we could do as well is we could just duplicate this. I don't know if they would have 2 tables, but you know, it's possible. And maybe we could just have kind of like a secondary kind of like ramp up. So like, again, like you would have some cover here and then, yeah. But again, we'd have to really check to see. And then like stuff like this, we would want to make sure that this doesn't have any sort of like collision or something, because which can character step onto this component. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Collision. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to, because like the last thing I'd want to do is have a player come up here and then they get like stuck on these cords or something. So again, that's something that we want to think about, but I'm going to go ahead and just play this and see if it works. If not, I can always go back and change it. But I'm going to just beeline for that, that command post. Go up here. Jeez. Like... Oh! Let me grab the rifle again. Come on! I'm trying to get to this base! I just want... Okay, I'm gonna restart and hopefully it will... Okay, good. It's like, I just want to get into this base, people. Okay. So again, clearly get over it. I think I'm gonna stick around though and just see how the other NPCs, if they're able to get through this or whatnot. So I'm just curious as to how that works. Okay, so he's definitely... He wasn't able to get up here. So I don't know. I don't know if I like the... I don't know if I like the furniture being all like this. So I'm gonna just see... Oh my gosh, can I not... Yeah, I don't think it's... I don't think... What I could do is just delete this. No. I'll just kind of revert things back to normal and... Or, I don't know, like, the issue is... I don't want to entirely make this inaccessible. So maybe if I were just to have maybe a slight... And this extra table, I'm gonna get rid of that. And this, I'm gonna... Yeah. I like that better, because that way there is kind of a means to, there's kind of a means to, get through this. And if you want some cover and you want to come back over here, you can do that. And then if you're, you know, approaching, you can do that as well. So, again, it's just kind of different ways of incorporating that. So I'm going to go and hit save all. Go ahead and just capture that point again. Yeah, and hopefully this would be easier to like duck and hide behind cover. This you could even come up here. I think that's going to be much better. And again, like, people should be able to come through here and walk. So I'm just gonna camp in this corner and just check to make sure that, you know, AI is good with all the furniture there. That guy didn't really seem like he knew what he was doing, but I don't know. Anyone down here? I just like the way that this lights up and whatnot. I was trying to... Well, I think I did throw a grenade. I was like, wait, what's the grenade button? I think they're gonna win, though. Well, I think that was fun. Yeah, I think that's a great point to stop the video. Keep this maybe a bit shorter since I'm making 2 videos tonight, but... Again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you have any, you know, questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more updates and more videos, you know, with me building levels and whatnot, feel free to subscribe. But yeah, this has been my second video that I made tonight, and I am ready to go and eat something because I'm pretty hungry. But, yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with my next Blocktober video. So you have a good night, and I'll see you later.